So what are some specific tools that can help you with postpartum depression? I'll list them out and then I'll go into each of them. So breathing techniques, mindset shifts via affirmations and gratitudes, seeking out support groups, whether they're in person, online, through social media groups, and then also using apps. There are a number of apps out there that help with shifting perspective and helping with depression and anxiety. And then finally, seeking support and help when you need it so that you can take a time out to take care of yourself. All important things. So that first one was breathing techniques. And I've mentioned them before. Moving yourself from a state of stress and into a state of calm can be done simply through using your breath, and your breath as your gateway to move you from that fight or flight state into that rest and digest. And a great way to do it right now is if we just focus on having that breath come from our belly. So breathing in, and as you breathe in, you're expanding that belly out, which is very contrary to what we're used to doing, which is sucking that belly in. But as you breathe in, push that belly out, and then you'll notice that when I can't fill in my belly anymore, it starts to move up into my chest. And then at that point, if you can no longer take in any more air, then start your exhale and do it just as slowly as you did your inhale, allowing the breath to release from your chest and then ending with a release from your belly. And this is called a deep belly breath. And this is super effective for really bringing yourself into that state of calm, where you'll start to notice, if you do breathing techniques like this, that you'll start to feel like your heartbeat is beating slower, your blood pressure is going down. If you found yourself getting hot when you were getting stressed out, your body temperature starts to cool down. So those are all physical signs that you are moving into a state of calm. And that was all because you just slowed down your breath. It's so amazing, but so effective, and can be done outside of a meditation in any situation. When you're caring for your newborn, when you're busy at work, when you're just sitting around and scrolling through media and start to get triggered and stressed, you can simply pull out that breathing technique, and there's so many different ones, and take control of how you're feeling. You've calmed your body via your breath. Now you're in a place where you can shift your mindset and shift from a perspective of negativity into one of positivity, into one of overwhelm, into one of more control and relaxation. A great way to do that is through the use of an affirmation. And if you swipe up, you can try out one of my video meditations that's specifically about affirmations. And an affirmation is just a simple phrase of support. And you can use that to move you from this negative state into one that is more positive. For example, I am healthy, I'm safe, I'm strong, versus when you're thinking that you're sick and that you can't do it and you're just feeling less than. So these affirmations will help boost your mood. Another great tool to use for a mindset shift is the use of gratitudes. You can swipe up to try out one of my video meditations that's called Cultivating a Gratitude Practice. And what's great about it is that if you practice it every day, just by calling to mind a few things that you're grateful for, doesn't have to be anything big, but what you're doing is you're practicing and you're flexing that muscle in your brain that allows you to look at a situation in life and look at your own sort of challenges from the lens of positivity and abundance versus the viewpoint of negativity and lack. And this really helps you when you're feeling down in the dumps, when you are experiencing anxiety and stress. You can then use that gratitude muscle that you've built up to look at life in a whole different way. And then other great ways to cope with postpartum depression would be through connecting with other women who are also in the same stage of motherhood that you are in. There are great online communities on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as apps like Peanut, where you can connect with other mothers. And then you can utilize as well different apps that help you with depression and anxiety and shifting one's mindset and perspective. A couple of ones that I've used are called Happify and Breathwork. They're great. And then the last thing I would mention is the use of support and knowing when to ask for help. So, asking for help from your partner, from family members, with your child, around the house, with the idea that you're using that time to rest, that you're using that time to take care of yourself with whatever self-care strategies work best for you. Because in those instances when you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, that can further trigger you into that state of depression and anxiety.